These are our entries for heat number 11 on your race card, our first heat for the second half of racing. Out in front, sporting the number 1 saddle pad, A Touch of Red, owned by the Manders family, Ryan Manders, and being driven this afternoon by Mr. Kaiwan Waldron. And on the outside, sporting the number 2 saddle pad, Gold Legacy, owned and driven today by Mr. Scott Constable. This is for the 104 and 1 to 105 division time bar. Star Car has now collected our 2 entries for this heat number 11 on your race card. First heat for the second half. 2 ponies up, 2 ponies out. Let's sort them out as they come out of the first turn. The rail pony, A Touch of Red, picking him up and putting him down. He's setting the pace up over Gold Legacy right there in the pocket, pushing him along across us here on Spectator's turn. Around Paddock turn. And down the backstretch they go for the first time this afternoon. Kaiwan Waldron with A Touch of Red out in front of Gold Legacy. Constable in the bike. He already takes the people on the outside as they head around the Hingham High turn. Out of the Simpsonville turn, still running as they started, 1 and 2. It's A Touch of Red. Now trying to give himself a bit of breathing room over Gold Legacy. Gold Legacy won't let him go nowhere. He's right there in the kitchen as they head into Paddock turn one more time. And down the backstretch for the final time in this heat. A Touch of Red under pressure as Gold Legacy tries to make way on the outside of him. But A Touch of Red turns the cylinders back on. Out of the 4th turn. And down the home stretch they come from wire to wire for A Touch of Red over Gold Legacy. Come our entries for heat number 12 of the afternoon. Out in front, sporting the number 1 saddle pad, Custard the Dragon, owned by Mr. Andy Stoneham, being driven this afternoon by Miss Andrea Westerfield. With the number 2 saddle pad, It's All About Me, owned by the Graceland Stables and being driven today by Miss Kayla Caldwell. And on the outside, joining this heat from heat number 13 and 18 is Reign of Terror. Reign of Terror racing in his own time bar of a 104 and 1 to 105. So he'll race on the outside of both heats for this pony. Reign of Terror is owned by the Boris family and being driven today by Mr. Kaiwan Waldron. Has now collected our 3 ponies for this heat number 12 on your race card. 3 ponies up, 3 ponies out. Let's sort them out as they come out of the first turn. And it is the rail pony, Custard the Dragon, with baby girl Westerfield in the bike, picking him up and putting him down. Being chased down by It's All About Me. Reign of Terror hanging in with the big guys right now, off by about a half a length as they head around Paddock turn and down the backstretch for the first time. Custard the Dragon, the pace setter, being chased down by It's All About Me. Back a length and a half, 2 lengths to Reign of Terror as they head around the Hingham High turn. Out of the Simpsonville turn, Custard the Dragon trying to give himself a bit of breathing room. It's All About Me gathering in the hobbles, but still hanging in there, off by a quarter. Reign of Terror off by 3. Into Paddock turn and down the backstretch for the final time in the heat. Custard the Dragon out in front of It's All About Me by a quarter length. Back another 3 to Reign of Terror. Around Hingham High turn they run. Out of the 4th turn. And down the home stretch they come from wire to wire. Red Sox on fire. Custard the Dragon. It's All About Me and Reign of Terror. Heat number 14 on your race card. Out in front, sporting the number 1 saddle pad, GV Crystal Ball, owned and driven this afternoon by the Sheik himself, Mr. Edward Rope. With the number 2 saddle pad is Just in Time, owned by the Boros family, being driven this afternoon by Mr. Kaiwan Waldron. And on the outside, sporting the number 3 saddle pad, Shady Maple. Shady Maple out of the Boros family stable and being driven today by Mr. Maurice Money Rayner. This is for the 105 and 1 to 106 and 3 division time bar. Has now collected all 3 of our entries for this heat number 14 on your race card. 3 ponies up, 3 ponies out. Let's sort them out as they come out of the first turn. And it is the rail pony, GV Crystal Ball, the old guy out in front with Edward Broken the bike being chased down by Just in Time, who's off by a half. Another half or 3/4 back to Shady Maple as they travel into Paddock turn. And down the backstretch they go 1, 2, and 3. Running as they started, GV Crystal Ball out in front by a half a length over Just in Time. Back another full length now to Shady Maple, who has lost ground to the front runners going around the Hingham High turn. Out of the Simpsonville turn they come. GV Crystal Ball rocking and rolling out in front, being chased down by Just in Time, who's still off by a half, chasing him on. Shady Maple trying to close the distance down to catch the field. Around paddock turn and down the backstretch for the final time in this heat. GB Crystal Ball still out in front. Just in time, closing the distance now, pushing the issue. So has Shady Maple, who's still off by about a half. Out of the fourth turn and down the home stretch they come. GB Crystal Ball just in time, coming on strong down to the wire. It is GB Crystal Ball by a nose over just in time with Shady Maple.